Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is on simplified radical expressions, part 2. This is a continuation of my previous video in a way. Let's get right to it. So here was problem 31 from today's worksheet. And yes, we may have done it in class, but it doesn't hurt to go over it again. So notice I have 64 n to the 12th. And I hope you realize that that negative 1/6 power means I'm going to do a 6 root on it, and then I'm going to do a reciprocal on top of that. So pause the video if you need to understand that that negative there means reciprocal. That's why I put the 1 over it. I flipped it down, right? I did its reciprocal. And of course I have with that 6, that 1/6, sixth root of 64 and 12. So let's go ahead and simplify it, which means I have to break this down. 8 times 8, 2 times 4, 2 times 2, 2 times 4, 2 times 2. Again, pause the video if you need to. Okay, notice that we have 6 2's there, prime numbers that make up 64. And we so happen to be doing a 6 root on 6 2's. There's one right there as well. So there's a total of 6 2's. Well, what is a 6 root on 6 2's? That's a 2, right? Now, what about the 12, the n12 here? Now, again, I could write it out, but if you remember the last video, couldn't we just do 12 divided by 6, right? And so, therefore, we end up with n2, or n squared. Now, let's not forget we also have a radical. So our final answer is 1 over 2n squared. Again, pause the video if you need to. Okay, next problem. This was problem 32, obviously. Again, what do we have here? We have 81m6, and that 1/2 power means we're going to take a square root, right? A square root, same thing as the 1/2 power. Well, what is the square root of 81? Isn't that just simply 9? What about m6? Now remember, there is a little 2 index there, which we normally don't write. But don't we just simply do 6 divided by 2? So we get m3. So this whole mess, follow the gold here, believe it or not, just simplifies to 9m cubed. Again, pause the video if you need to. One last problem. I made this one up real quick for you guys. Again, I hope you agree we have here 54x to the 6, and that 1/3 right there means we're going to do a cube root on it. And that negative means we are again going to do the reciprocal of it. So this right here is my solution. We just need to simplify it. Okay, well 54 6 times 9, 6 2 times 3, 9 3 times 3. Again, pause it if I was going too fast. What does that mean? Well, if you look at our roots down here, or our, prime factors, notice we have 3 3's, and we have a cube root of those 3 3's. So does everybody understand that leaves a regular 3? Well, what about that 2 right there? Well, that remains in my cube root as a cube root of 2. What about the x6? Well, again, can't I just do 6 divided by 3? The 6th power divided by the index 3, and wouldn't I get x squared out of that? And of course then we would do the reciprocal again. So rewriting our solution, we know we have a reciprocal, 1 over, and the whole mess in the denominator simplifies to 3x squared cube root of 2. So again, this is a video you ought to pause, rewind, play again, and I hope I made it very clear on how to simplify radical expressions.